is Leon Malasa. I know y'all know what my complaint is about. You know, it's about payroll fraud and racial discrimination. Mr. Chris, the last time I came here, you told me that my allegation doesn't carry no merit. But everything that I allege is in public records. Now I'm speaking from proof that they have it in public record where payroll fraud and racial discrimination was committed. All someone have to do is just take time and just go into in public records. Excuse me, Mr. President. You told me that last time you spoke with me, you told me you're going to work with me and Citizen for Good Government and Finding Justice. I want to know if that's still staying.
Right. Let me just clarify. First of all, I don't recall saying that your claims had no merit. That's an administrative issue, and dealing with administrative issues as it relates to any allegations that may come forward on an administrative policy would be something that the administration would deal with. If I recall correctly, and I don't want to speak for the administration, I think Mr. Young laid out some of the inquiries that they made, both with the district attorney's office, the sheriff, and other investigative bodies. And at this time, I'll yield to him so that he can once again state where this allegation has run its course and what the findings have been as that's been the case. We won't count this against your time, but I want to clarify for the record. Mr. Young?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the council, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. You know, this predates my administration, but certainly once we got involved, we looked at it through Cozumel County, the public records director, who was at the time the director of Drainage Department. Bottom line is, we produced 23 boxes. We produced everything that the DA's office asked for. We referred it to the DA's office. In fact, unbeknownst to me, and I think Mr. Malonsaw will, actually the first assistant reminded me when I was on the council, I got a letter from Mr. Malonsaw, and I referred it to the DA's office. So we've done everything we can do. It's in the hands of the law enforcement authorities. I've been told that at this point, there's nothing there that they're moving forward with, as is true in most cases. The U.S. Attorney's Office, the DA's office, they very rarely give you a letter saying it's closed. They'll look at anything that comes up in the future. But as of this time, I have turned everything over that we have. They have everything they need, and they have it in their hands.
Okay, Mr. President. Now, I'm asking you for one more thing. It just grant me this request. That's all I'm asking for. Just grant me this request. The request is to produce the parish attorney record where they allege in the police report where they did an investigation, and you're gonna see where there was no such investigation that was done. Now look in the police report, the third page there, I think, as in the police report, and there was no investigation there. And I know the proper procedure of a proper investigation. I know the proper. I'm not dumb to this. It started with interviews. Wasn't no interviews. Matter of fact, they got a young man. He was moving around here somewhere. He worked in the parish attorney office. When I went to request with Citizen for Good Government in pulling the parish attorney record on the investigation that they alleged in the police report, and know the young guy says, I can't find it. I don't see where the parish attorney did an investigation. And then he goes and say, well, the personnel department must have it. And then Miss Margaret Seaman was Citizen for Good Government. She says, then what personnel department doing with parish attorney records? There was no such investigation. Everything is a conspiracy. No such investigation.
My only reply at this time, just so I can reply on behalf of the administration, is...
The only thing I'm just asking for you to grant me that request.
Can you let me finish, please?
Speak. And you've got 1 minute left after Parish President concludes his comment.
What Mr. Malonsaw handed me a bunch of other things, but the first page is the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office crime report back in September of '09. So Sheriff's Office has been involved. I'm just going to close by saying this. And additionally, I failed to mention that the Ethics Board has looked into this and found no violation. That's Louisiana State Ethics Board. and I've been advised by the parish attorney that anything else concerning this is a personnel matter that's not to be discussed publicly. So those are that's
Mr. Lawson.
my remarks.
Okay, so you're going to tell me taking taxpayer money, that's a crime. Mr. Frank Maine has committed the same crime Miss Parker, the ex-president Aaron Brusso, ex-wife. Said like one of my Vietnamese friends, same. That's identical. That can't be administrated. That's a crime that was committed. And like I said, all you got to do is look at that police report where the parish attorney office alleged, and there was no investigation. Everything here is a conspiracy.
Thank you, sir. Madam Clerk, anyone else noted to appear?